I can tell a lot of what is happening in the world from noticing what is happening on my autopsy table. I can tell if a new gang has moved into the neighborhood. I can tell if there's a new or emergent drug or disease. And I can even get a good sense of the health, physical, mental, and psychological, of the nation, without necessarily having to venture out of doors. Forensic pathologists may not be physically on the streets, yet we still have a relatively good idea of what is happening. I'm fascinated to know what is going on in the world by seeing it from the perspective of what's happening in the mortuary. When I examine a body, I can tell if a deceased person was a smoker and whether they've been in the presence of smokers recently, thanks to the difficulty of removing the smell of secondhand smoke from clothing and hair. Also, chronic smokers generally have nicotine stains on their fingers, inelastic skin, and wrinkles. Their facial skin loses its luster, and they often have lung pathology. Illicit drug users also tend to have signs of pathology of chronic drug abuse on their bodies. I can tell if a deceased person was near fried foods or a braai, or barbecue. The smallest droplets of fried or barbecued food or of aerosoled oils can attach themselves to spectacles, clothing, and hair, proving that they were in close proximity. I am able to deduce if someone was probably a took addict or a cannabis abuser. I notice these things every day, and, as with the diaphoretic woman on the plane, noticing the smallest details may help one better understand a situation, providing an advantage. Noticing requires excellent eyesight, but really noticing requires excellence in applying all one's senses, so as to apprehend sounds, textures, and odors too. If you are reading this book, I assume you too want to notice the smallest of details, details to which the average onlooker may be oblivious. It is my desire to share one of the basic forensic principles with you, which will help you develop your forensic cognitive toolkit. You will have an extra weapon to help you critically assess and diagnose certain situations, or when you encounter information that requires critical review. Like when you read something on Facebook, Instagram, or WhatsApp, you will be able to interrogate it before simply forwarding it to all your friends and relatives.